Hey, I am Manish Mulchandani. I secured 3rd rank in NEET 2017 and 10th rank in AIMS 2017. Now, I will be giving you some tips for the last moment preparation of AIMS and NEET. So, as every one of you know, that only 1 month or even less than that is left for the examination, and the efforts which you have put in for all the past few months, maybe or maybe years, have to be consolidated now, and you have to prepare yourself in this 1 month in such a way that you will be able to give your best in the exam. Basically, what you have prepared, how much have you worked hard, how much have you studied, how much have you created ruckus, how much have you created nuisance, that does not matter. What ultimately is gonna matter is how much you score in the examination. That's gonna decide your future, that's gonna decide the college which you get, and that's gonna decide the further course of your life. So friends, one thing that is very important for starting the last moment preparation for any examination is that you should avoid reading new concepts or new information for now, because there is very less probability that you will be able to retain it for the examination. Your prime focus should be to revise what you have already read, and if there are some topics which are important and you haven't read them, then you should look at them for once, but your prime focus should be to revise what you have read. Now, coming on to the subject wise approach, first talking about biology. So friends, as I always said, and as your faculties must also have told you, that the NEET and AIMS paper of biology is mainly centered around the NCERT. Basically 95% or 90% questions are directly taken from the NCERT, and no high level of concepts are required in the same. You just have to mug up the things and you have to tick the answer, that's it, and you get marks for it. For starting the preparation of biology, if you have made some notes, try going through them. If possible, read the NCERT thoroughly once again. Lay special emphasis on the figures and tables and charts that are given in the NCERT biology, and if possible also try referring to the old edition of NCERT, that is the edition which was in circulation till 2004, and this would be sufficient for you to crack at least 80 out of 90 questions. Now, talking about the rest 10 questions which are not taken from the NCERT, very frankly speaking, these questions are of very high level, not high level of concepts, but they actually involve very high level of knowledge which generally a student is not expected to have at +2 level. It's not expected for a student at +2 level to read Campbell or entire Truman and mug up everything. So basically what I personally did, I didn't prepare for these 10 questions. My prime focus was on those 80 questions, and my target was to solve all those 80 questions that were to be asked from the NCERT correctly. If your strike rate in NCERT questions is high, then there is a high probability that you will score high. So for biology, refer the NCERT. Charts, figures and diagrams which are given in the NCERT must be specially emphasized, and don't study new matter. That's it for biology. Coming on to chemistry. Like biology, most of the paper of chemistry in NEET is from the NCERT. So for inorganic and organic, stick to the NCERT. Don't go for facts which are taught in JEE or which are important for any other examination like JIPMER or BHU or AMU. These will not help you in scoring in NEET. You have to lay prime focus on the NCERT for organic and inorganic. Try solving a lot of problems of organic chemistry so that you do not forget the reactions in the exam, and regularly go on revising your inorganic chemistry notes in NCERT so that the facts which are very important and you should know, you do not forget them. And for physical chemistry is just like physics. So you have to first of all, if you have made a formula copy, well and good, just go through that formula copy again and again and keep on solving questions. If you have not made, refer to the handbooks of any of the coaching class like Alan or Akash. Basically the handbooks have a lot of formulas, not apart from the important ones, they also have some formulas which may not be so important from the exam point of view. So what I particularly suggest, in this 1 month you should make a formula copy of yours in physics as well as for physical chemistry, in which you have to write only the important formulas, not even the formulas which are which have been taught to you or which you have derived but are not important from exam point of view. You should avoid them. And basically your formula copy is the best way to revise. And if it's written by you, so handwritten things generally tend to stick in our memory. So I suggest that for physics and for physical chemistry, the first thing that you should do, you should make a formula copy. Apart from that, you should practice questions. The NCERT of physical chemistry is not important, especially that of class 11th is not important. But you should go through the NCERT of solutions of all the topics in class 12th organic chemistry as well as physical chemistry. That includes surface chemistry, that is a very important topic. The defects that have been dealt in detail in the NCERT are very important and must be specially emphasized on. And some listing some particular topics which are important from chemistry. You should lay focus on thermodynamics, you should lay focus on periodic table, chemical bonding, S block, P block and hydrogen. They don't ask in very much detail, only the superficial information of the same is required. P block should be read thoroughly from the NCERT. Electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, ionic and chemical equilibrium, and all topics of physical atomic structure. All topics of physical chemistry have to be studied only superficially. The numericals that will be asked in the examination would be very simple. They would be formula based. Put the value, get the answer, get marks, get rank, get score. That's it. So do not go into the details of physical chemistry. Metallurgy should be read only from the NCERT. Be thorough with GOC. The trends of acidity, basicity, nucleophilicity, electrophilicity are important from exam point of view and should be read thoroughly. Hydrocarbons, no factual information is required, only the basic reactions are important. And polymers, biomolecules and chemistry in everyday life must be read only from the NCERT, and they do not have a very high weightage, but if a question is asked from those chapter, it would be very easy, it would be only information based, and if you have read that chapter once, you will be able to solve that question correctly without any efforts. That's it for chemistry. Now coming on to physics. Now physics is the most dreaded subject of all students who are aspiring for NEET and AIIMS, or rather for the majority of students. But physics is not that difficult. Especially talking from the NEET point of view, the physics paper, the level of the physics paper is very low. Frankly speaking, if you solve the paper once by remembering all the formulas, there would be hardly a 4 or 5 questions which you won't be able to solve. Physics of NEET is simply put the value, get the answer. You have to put the value in the formula, so you have to remember the formula. And as I told, the best way to remember formulae is by making a formula copy. So as I told, for physical chemistry, you should make a formula copy for physics and go on revising it. Once you are thorough with the formulas, you should go on applying them by solving questions. And the NCERT of physics is not important from NEET point of view. So, and only a few chapters of NCERT like semiconductors should be read, and rest chapters can be skipped. Now talking from a general point of view, you should solve many question papers which have been set by different set of faculties. So you should prefer the test series of different coachings, and after you have solved the questions, you should check them, you should analyze them thoroughly, you should revise them, you should revise the mistakes which you have committed. If there is a particular question or there is a particular concept which you are doubtful about, you should go to the faculty, you should ask them, and you should clear all your doubts before the examination. And talking about the time management strategy, since it is a 720 marks paper and 180 questions will be asked in 180 minutes, तो दोस्तों 1 मिनट ही आपके पास एक सवाल हल करने के लिए. तो मैं अपनी पर्सनल स्ट्रैटेजी आपको बताता हूँ. मैंने बायोलॉजी सेक्शन पहले अटेम्प्ट किया था, विच आई फिनिश्ड इन अबाउट 35 मिनट्स इन नीट, बिकॉज दैट वाज वेरी इजी. एंड देन आई मूव्ड ऑन टू फिजिक्स, आफ्टर विच after 1.5 hours I move on to chemistry, and then I moved on to biology again. I checked all my responses, then I filled the OMR sheet, then I moved on to physics, then I moved on to chemistry. After I had filled in the OMR for the first time, there were some questions which I had circled which I wasn't able to solve in the first attempt or which I was doubtful about. Then I had approx half an hour left in which I solved those questions. and believe me, this strategy improved my score drastically. So this is my own strategy. Every one of you is different. Every one of you can have a different strategy which suits you. Since time is very less, you should try your strategy for 1 or 2 tests and you should finalize on them, because less than a month is left for the examination. In the last week, you should only focus on the short notes and the formula copy which you have made, and for the last 2-3 days you should not focus on studying, you should focus on staying relaxed. You should stay very relaxed and you should have in mind that I have done everything, I have studied everything and nobody has the ability to stop my selection. मेरा तो सिलेक्शन हो ही जाएगा. इसी माइंडसेट के साथ एग्जाम में जाइए. एग्जाम में यदि आप टेंशन से जाएंगे, एंजाइटी में जाएंगे, तो डेफिनेटली आपका स्कोर अफेक्ट होगा, आपके परफॉर्मेंस अफेक्ट होगी, आपकी रैंक अफेक्ट होगी और आपकी मेहनत का आपको फल नहीं मिल पाएगा. तो इसीलिए एट दिस मोमेंट स्टे रिलैक्स, बी कंफर्टेबल एंड just stick to the basics. No extra information required. Just revise what you have read and you will definitely rock. Best of luck. Thank you.